Brad Keselowski scored his second career Sprint Cup Series win at Talladega Superspeedway after he took the checkers in Sunday's Aaron's 499. Keselowski got a push from Kyle Busch on a green-white checkered restart and pulled away to take his second win of the 2012 season. The Penske Racing driver gave Dodge its first Talladega win since Dave Marcus went to victory lane in 1976. Matt Kenseth had the lead when the field took the final green, but when he hooked up with Roush Fenway Racing teammate Greg Biffle, Keselowski was able to get a push from Busch and rocket to the front of the field.
You know, we just had a solid day. I mean, pit stops were solid, strategy was solid. Came down towards the last stop there, and I was a little nervous we were going to be tight on fuel, or I should say Paul was, and I was nervous for him a little bit. And, you know, it worked out. You know, those green-white checkers definitely held us tight, but you know, then you start to get to those closing laps, and you just know you got to be in the top 4 or 5 to have a shot at it. You know, everybody on the team, Joey Meyer, my spotter, did a great job of keeping us out of trouble and keeping us in that top group, knowing where the runs were and knowing how to fend them off one at a time. Our car was a little bit faster than what we had at Daytona, which I thought was key to being able to run up front. So, you know, just everything came together. Obviously, I had some good fortune at the end with having Kyle lined up behind me, who gave me a great push, helped put us in position, and then we just closed at the end. So, great day.
As Keselowski went high in turns 3 and 4 on the final lap, Busch's number 18 Toyota got disconnected from the number 2 Dodge, and Busch was forced to settle for second place.
Tried to keep pushing Brad till the front straightaway here, where I knew where I could make a move, and just unfortunately I must have screwed something up or something, because we got to turn 3 and come unhooked. So just gave a win away over there. Not sure exactly what happened, but you know, we definitely need to go back and figure out what it was.
Kenseth, who won the first restrictor plate race of the season at Daytona, was disappointed he gave up a chance for another checkered flag on Sunday.
I think we had the winning car, we just really didn't have the winning driver. So on that last restart, Greg and I got hooked together like Daytona, and of all the cars I raced around all day, Greg was he could really push me fast. So we got clear in front of the 2 and Kyle. And as soon as we became clear, it wasn't long after that, I looked forward for a second to make sure I was in the yellow line. When I looked back, Greg and I were separated, and those guys were already outside of him. So it's just, with nobody behind him, he lost his speed. And with me not paying enough attention and dragging a brake and keeping us hooked up, it just kind of cost us a shot at the win and cost Greg a shot at the win there. So just didn't do a very good job of managing where he was in that last restart.
Casey Kane was 4th for his 4th straight top 10 finish of the season. 5th place Biffle scored his 6th top 5 of the year. Clint Boyer's early season success continued with a 6th place effort. David Reagan was 7th for his first top 10 since New Hampshire last September. And 8th place Trevor Bayne scored the 3rd top 10 of his Sprint Cup Series career. The race was rather tame in the early going, but heated up in the second half with 3 caution periods for a trio of accidents. A variety of multi-car accidents took out a long list of drivers, including Jeff Gordon, Martin Truex Jr., Carl Edwards, Tony Stewart, Kevin Harvick, Paul Menard, Joey Logano, and others. Biffle is still the Sprint Cup Series point leader by 7 over Kenseth, with Dale Earnhardt Jr., Denny Hamlin, and Kevin Harvick the first 5 in the standings. The NASCAR Sprint Cup Series now heads to Darlington Raceway for next Saturday night's Bojangles Southern 500.